Are you a psychologist?
Oh, that pause, bro! Oh, nigga, the pause, bro.
The university was just established in May of 2026. So, in regard to Dr. Bryant's narrative about the school not being registered, it was just started in May of 2026.
A doctor, Jaquel Pitts, he's claiming that he gave Dr. Bryant her accreditation to be a PhD.
If you guys don't remember, just so you know, Dr. Bryant is this lady over here. She's the pseudo-fake doctor who's very, very attractive and does pop psychology. And she's been going and doing the rounds, you know what I mean? Titties out and everything, and everybody been tuning in.
So,
how many doctors have you given out total since May?
Only one.
So in the history of this school, which started
in May
8 weeks ago,
yes,
you've given out one degree, and that is to Cheyenne Bryant. So if you've only been open for 8 or 9 weeks, how have you been able to do an earned doctorate? You couldn't do coursework in 2 months.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with what's required of an earned doctorate. It usually takes 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
But as a private Christian university, we actually reserve the right to waive traditional policies and procedures. So how we conducted that particular decision was we initiated a process called prior learning assessment and credit for prior learning. And what that is that's an assessment on one's previous work in the field of psychology or theocentric psychology. And that is a process where we grant credits based on their vocational experience. She has approximately 20 or more publicly available. And we made the assessment based on her prior learning and her work in the field of psychology to provide her with this Doctor of Psychology and Theocentric Psychology degree. It's a very rare occurrence, but because it's a very controversial subject matter, we decided to take the step up and give her what she rightfully earned.
My first question would be, okay, fine. Did y'all read her thesis? The one that she's never been able to provide. Were you guys able to locate any of those records? How did you fact check her academic? But she's never been able to provide any of this. Plus, I think using YouTube interviews is a crazy way to judge someone's ability as a psychotherapist or as a psychologist. Personally, that's crazy. I don't even know if that's real or that's valid, but it just sounds like these motherfuckers were just like, yo, take your degree because we think you deserve it.
Did you attempt to get her, when you applied, did you look at any of her transcripts?
I didn't actually have access to her transcripts.
No!
I didn't have
no
access.
way!
There's no, hold on.
Triggered! Yes! I did it! Fuck yeah!
That's crazy.
He's triggered!
That's shameless. That's actually shameless. Yo, that is so bad.
Oh, that's worse. It's worse.
Because they're trying to say we used your past to justify why we're giving you. They don't even have access to our past.
Oh, he trig. Oh, you mad?
Nah, that's crazy. That's actually nuts.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
What's wild is that there's no mention of like equivalency tests. There's no mention of like.
They said YouTube interviews. Genuinely, they meant the YouTube interviews where she's talking to random rappers. They used that to be able to justify why they gave her the doctorate.
Oh my God.
I didn't have access to her transcripts.
Why not?
That is a very tedious process to even.
That's a very tedious process. Basically, transcripts to I'm lazy because that's my job. That's what you're supposed to do.
Of the height.
I knew this won't be good. This is good. Look at him. He's yes.
My motherfucker is gonna give out a doctorate, and he's like,
It's too hard.
it's too tedious to find her proof of academic performance.
That's what he said.
Acquire someone's transcripts. I have to contact previous universities, but what we did.
Okay, I'm sorry I keep pausing because it's actually crazy.
No, we're loving it.
First off, do you guys remember that the university has defunct? Most of those students who graduated can access their transcript, can find their thesis. You could just Google their names and then go on the place that they register everyone's thesis or whatever it is. You can find it.
Yes.
So this stuff is readily available on Google. Okay, you don't get a master's without actually doing that. 1. 2, him saying it's too tedious. Why? Because I have to contact the university or the record holder.
That's what you have to do.
Nigga, we're not asking you to fight Noah's Ark. We're not asking you to find the tomb of Tutankhamun.
We actually know where it is, so even that would be less tedious.
Yeah.
You actually, we know what that bitch is.
Yeah,
so
it's a couple calls, dude.
It's
Shut
a
up.
couple of calls, just like the tomb of Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
We're not trying to ask you to fight Thanos.
No.
You just go online and you type the name.
Thank you.
You give them like I think a small fee. It takes about 5 minutes.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wasn't able to do that. However, we are aware that she does have a master's in psychology from the University of Phoenix, based on the viral Netflix video that she posted.
Wait, no, play.
If you look closely in the background, you see her master's of psychology.
Now you can pause. Thank you. No, because it was little seconds before. It was seconds. No, we have to let it play. No, because it was seconds. He was about to miss the good part, and the good part is juicy. He fucking zoomed. He zoomed. He said, doctor, that is crazy.
We gave her credentials based off a viral video we saw online.
He zoomed.
We could confirm based off of the cardboard box with her name and certificate.
So I thought I was slow because of that. I'm like, the audacity that people have. I must be crazy. I must be dumb. So let me show this shit to Abba, because there's a bunch of shit that it's not mathing. It's not connecting.
All right.
And he's got the same face I got.
Also, we did confirm her attendance at the doctoral level of her participating in courses at Argosy University as a doctor, as there are various students who stated that she was in the same class. So that's verification that she attended doctoral level classes at Argosy University. So
How
that
you
was
know
one
she
of the
passed?
determining. I'm not aware of that, but however, based on her
What if
competency.
she attended all the classes and didn't pass any of them?
Based on her competency level and her aptitude level demonstrated in the videos, we're pretty sure that she passed the courses.
Pretty sure you're giving out a doctorate on pretty sure. Fucking crazy.
Are you a psychologist?
Oh, that pause, bro. Oh, nigga. The pause, bro. The pause is disgusting, bro.
Listen, I won't lie. We should have all known this was a scam. The moment this guy called himself the president of an academic institution, and he got that dumbass line in his hair.
The minute I saw this picture, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Scamalicious.
He's taking bathroom selfies with headphones and a dumbass line in his hair. We are dumbasses for finally. No, I'm a dumbass for watching this. I'm a dumbass. He laughing.
I am a therapist.
That's not what he has.
Are you trained as a psychologist?
I am trained as a psychologist.
I mean, he had trained, but did he pass? Because you attended the class.
No,
maybe.
he said train as in he took a class on psychology.
I know.
So what do you look for? Because I'm not. That's what I'm asking. So what do you look for to know if someone has demonstrated competency in the field?
So number one, are you presenting psychological theories? Are you talking about behavioral theories? Are you demonstrating ideas about personality? Are you demonstrating ideas about motivation? Are you providing solutions to behavioral issues?
In that case, then I'm a fucking psychologist. Give me my master's, bitch. And I spend every day, y'all can watch the videos. I yell at red pillars. I'll tell y'all, man, there's so many of these these
scammers.
No, they'll call them scammers. They're even better than scammers. They're fascinating. These are these lightly educated people who assimilated the correct language and then go on and really take whatever they've learned and stretch that bitch so thin you can't even see it with the naked eye. Of course, I graduated from the University I took classes in regards to psychology, psychotherapy, and from that point on, I began working in a clinic. He was a janitor. I worked in a clinic in which we helped people figure out their behavioral problems that they had from their infancy into their latter years. He was a janitor. And from that point on, I continued on to work with homeless people through an institution funded by the government in which we helped so many people with fentanyl overcome their addiction, overcome their trauma so that they do not relapse. He was a janitor. So they will take wherever they fucking worked, and it don't matter what they did, how involved they are, they will credit that, they'll put that on their resume, and just saying yo, be a janitor, it's fine, but you didn't help a homeless person overcome their addiction. You're not a therapist, you're not a psychologist.
She may not be an elite psychologist, but there are certain factors such as the solutions that she provided to couples. She
Would you
didn't
consider
leave
an expert? Would you consider an expert or below an expert?
I'm not. Well, I'm not implying that she's not an expert. I never said that she's not an expert, but I am.
But you're not saying she is.
Yes, you did.
I am not qualified to make that determination.
Oh my God! Bro, this is so good!
The president who handed her the doctorate is not saying she's not a therapist. But here's a doctorate saying she is an expert.
This is so good.
You know what I will say? Mark Lamar Hill is being super generous. He's being super kind. He's asking questions in neutral tone, not laughing in this fucking jokester's face. And he a better man than me. Actor, personal trainer, comedian.
Yes.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. It's this nigga. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's this nigga. Actor, rapper, singer, personal trainer, comedian, host, motivational speaker, promoter, stylist, producer, dancer, model. Hell no.
Also psychologist.
I'm surprised.
Hell no. I always tell
you.
y'all, if they got more than 4 jobs, they're scamming. They got 0 jobs. You guys notice what wasn't there? No psychologist, no president of any academic institution. Jaquel Pitts is unlikely mastermind behind the entire affair. Pitts holds a legitimate bachelor's degree, but sources his doctor and PhD titles from unaccredited online religious institutions like Northwestern Christian University. This background is crucial. He wasn't skeptical academic, but a believer in the same loophole he would later exploit. Public records showed that just months prior to the scandal, he claimed to be the dean and the head coach of another unverified entity, Florida Southwestern Christian University. There are so many of these places that are like universities or whatever. There's no physical buildings 90% of the time. There's no places you can physically take classes. It's just some motherfucker in some random state where they don't have any regulations claiming that they can give out degrees because that state or that place does not regulate any of this shit. Instead, he exploited a massive legal loophole called religious exemption. In many states, including Indiana, religious institutions can bypass standard Board of Education oversight, issue degrees of a religious nature without traditional accreditation. He threw together a basic single-page website. So one scammer worked with another scammer. That's it.
I think he's
That's
trying
it.
to fuck.
Who says he hasn't? Maybe he has.
Letter of degree verification. Greetings, my name is Jaquel J. Pitts, PhD. I'm the president of Indiana Southwest Christian University by the power invested in me. By the power invested. He took the verbiage of weddings. By the power invested in me.
Remember in the interview, he goes on to say, I'm not saying she is not. I'm not saying I'm an expert in this field. And then what does he say in this letter? I want to be transparent that this is not an honorary degree. Ooh, see what that was? The reason why is that she only had honorary degrees up until now. This is the thing that's supposed to make her legitimate. And who writes a degree letter like this and say, clearly this is not an honorary degree? If it was a legit degree, you would never write that. The only reason why he put that shit in that letter.
Scam.
You know, it's the same thing with the whole Sadia Khan thing.
Yes.
It's that these people are very
It's the same
charismatic.
people.
They know how to lie with a straight face, but they also know how to read people. They know how to connect with people and make them feel seen and then pretend like they use their, makeshift knowledge to be able to share things online. And
I think
most people
Sadia's
online
actually-
don't care. They don't care about whether or not you're accredited when it comes to you yapping as a life coach. I think these people lied in these situations for one reason and one reason only. They spent their whole lives selling lies. So it's not they lied because they thought they had to. They lied because it's what they know. This was the most unnecessary of all lies necessary. She is an attractive woman who studied in the field that she could have just said, I studied, but I never finished. Still, it's something I'm very deeply passionate about. Here's my bachelor's. And nothing would have changed for her. People would have hired her just as much. But she's so used to being a fraud. You know what's also interesting about those two?
Go ahead.
It's like these are people who are supposedly experts in relationships and they're like degree oriented or whatever. But they're both like over 40 and like unable to maintain their own relationship for themselves. Isn't she like almost 50? I just think it's interesting. As an expert in the field, you can't get the results you want to help other people get to. And it goes to show you that the lying that they do in regards to the degree translates to other aspects of their lives. Because vast majority of professionals I know who actually operate as psychologists have stable lives, have stable.
Sure.
And look, nothing wrong with not being in a relationship, whatever. I just think it's interesting you're an expert in the field of psychology and human relationships, and you struggle this much with it.
So that was Dr. Or that was somebody.
It was the way he said doctor.
The way he broke. He broke character. You can see he was trying to be as kind as he could. He said that was somebody. Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, one of my favorite personalities. He's been on this internet, but also as a news contributor and in the space for over 25 years, and I've always enjoyed hearing his commentary. So